Okay, so hello guys. All right, this word today, I'm literally out at the at a like nature walk. So basically, this word is about concrete, growing through the concrete. So basically, and I just hear a helicopter coming over me right now. God is going to rescue you for someone. God is coming to rescue you. He knows that you have been going through a lot, and He has been watching over you. Eagles. I'm thinking of eagles, if you might have been seeing that, or hawks. Yeah, His protection, Psalms 91. Um, anyways, so I'm outside, and yeah, I know I told you guys I was on a break from TikTok, but God released me today to come out and record, and then I was just like, and yeah, I'm talking more faster because I'm kind of an ambivert. If you don't know that about me, since I looked into like personality types and stuff without idolizing it, he used that just to give me a better understanding of different people and things like that. Of course, we shouldn't box anyone in or the Lord, but I used to look into some like MBTI stuff and personality types just based off science and psychology. It's not really astrology. It's not astrology at all. Not birth signs because yeah, I don't look into birth signs, guys, because I associate that with numerology and divination. So I don't look into that at all. You can't dabble in like you can't serve two masters. So um, as fun and as enlightening as it may seem, if you do want something that's like similar, I would say personality types are a great thing to start. The INFP, ENFP, um, the INFJ, and so he transitioned me to that like 2 or 3 years ago. Um, yeah, like 2 years ago, so that I would get out of what I was used to. And I feel like that's for someone. Like God will somehow transition you out of what you're used to that He knows is bad for you, but He'll do it in a way that you'll still be able to manage. Like me and my friend were just talking about that recently. Because, I'm thinking of fear factor as well. I just have to say all these signs coming to me, guys. I'm trying not to be all over the place. But yes, this is what happens when we spend time with the Lord because so much revelation just comes in. Um, but He'll transition you to something that you are, you know, you are aware of, maybe a little familiar with, but it's new. For example, you used to be a heavy drinker and you struggle with drinking alcohol, or you struggle with substance abuse or smoking, and He transfers you over and maybe you grew up with that. Like if you're Italian or something and you grew up with that in the household a lot, it was just very accessible. So God considers all of these things. That's why I said that his forgiveness is very individualized. He forgives and He loves us all. And He doesn't want us to be judgmental to each other because He knows what has gotten us through certain things. And He does show a great amount of grace for a long time to certain people. Even people who come to Christ might still fall from time to time into certain things. That's the real thing about it. Before they are fully weaned off of it, before they're fully cut off from certain things. So basically, um, yeah, something to a transition you. So, for example, if you are an alcohol drinker and He wants you to stop drinking, then He may tell you you can have non-alcoholic beverages, or you can start having like sparkling water, or a certain soda. He tells you, um, or there's this certain drink that I tried. Like it's like a very like concentrated, rich and flavorful, fervent. Um, Purple juice, cranberry juice, just made from the grapes. And that one almost tastes like literally like wine a little bit. But of course, we don't want to dibble dabble or like compromise. We don't want to be lukewarm. I'm not trying to encourage that. What I'm trying to encourage is that some people are in a transitional phase, wherever that is for you, and the Lord does consider that. So those are things to start with, to wean off of it. But if you can do it completely, or whenever he leads you to do it completely, that is also on the table. So, to continue, basically, the Lord has known your struggle, He has seen your pain. And today I really want to talk about the concrete. And this is a word that He put on my spirit a while back. And again today, while I was walking over here to the park, and I have drove here as well. We have to show grace to people, because we never know what someone's going through. We have to show grace to people, and God gives us an abundance of grace as we are navigating the territories that we're going into. So, a concrete, the concrete that I saw was in someone's parking lot, the front porch, and the concrete was a hard stone concrete, but there was grass and little flowers, like little buddings of flowers growing through it, mainly like grass, but like, I don't know, yeah, some flowers. Thought of that some of you guys, what He put on my spirit when I saw that, is that some of you guys have been growing through the concrete. Wow. Hallelujah. Because you have been in places that have been very difficult, that people didn't expect you to grow. They didn't know that there were cracks in the system. They didn't know there were cracks in the ground. Because when someone usually redoes their lawn, they don't expect, let me just keep checking my bag over there. They don't expect or plan for the grass to grow through the concrete, like they do it with cement or something, or that's not what they want. If it's well done, likely it will not grow through. But if it's not that well done, or it has like some spaces between it a little, or even just a little spaces, just a little bit, then it will grow through. And it depends on the material, I believe. Um, but I don't know too much about it to really tell you, but that's from what I perceived. So basically, I saw this grass plant thing um, growing through the ground, and I believe that He put on my spirit that some people you have been like that grass. You have been like that concrete. You have been growing in places that have been very difficult, that have been restricting, restraining, that have been like, you're cornered, you're surrounded every turn. You feel like suffocated, you feel boxed in, you feel closed down, you feel limited, you feel restricted, and yet you have still grown, and you have grown beautifully. Okay. And I feel like God wants to tell somebody today that you have grown beautifully despite your circumstances. You still have grown to some extent, and He is about to replant you. Um, and I can't say anything more on that, but just seek the Lord for your own things. Be patient in tribulation, trust in the Lord. And yes, that is the confirmation He wanted me to give you today. He is proud of you. He is happy that you have continued, even when it's difficult. Instead of surrendering to the circumstances, you have been building, planting, preparing, putting things in order. Okay, so you have been building, planning, working, putting things together, even in despite your circumstances. And that is really the right motivation, is the right step to take, because some people, they surrender. Like when things are not working, they don't try anymore. They give up. They don't feel the potential for success. They just lose hope. Yeah. And yes, it's a process. Everything that goes on in life is a process. But as you continue, you will succeed. You will make it out. Oh my gosh. Guys, really quick, let me just wait for them to pass. I just saw a family like with two girls, and they look like twins. So again, confirmation for someone. I don't know if someone's about to have twins. Anyways, yeah, I saw a family with two young girls, both the same hairstyle, both the same similar clothes, both the same plants, both the same height and size. And I just saw 111, Joshua 1 verse 11. And that's for someone too. And I just thought it was so cute. And the dad was teaching the young girl how to ride a bike, and she was still learning. And he was teaching her and encouraging her. And just as I was saying, you guys, that God is so proud of you, that you guys are doing well. And she was stumbling a little bit to the side with her bike. He literally said to her, the dad, to the young girl, and this was a dark skinned man. I don't know, I just feel to say that, although it's not that important, but sometimes it could be a sign of or confirmation. Um, this guy, and I'm having just this guy, he said to her, "It's okay, you're doing good. Just try, just keep going." And I think he said, "You got it," or something like that. Aw. And guys, there's so much people at the park now. Thank God. God is so good. Because I asked him later before I came here, please God send like 2 or 3 more people over here, because it's like a little less people here today. And I just wanted to feel kind of safe, some friendly neighbors, and he did. And it's like so much family people that just seem to genuinely care about their family, and they're teaching them stuff. And it's like so much people here. Like, I mean, like 7, 8, like 10, 12. Ooh, now that I look over there, it's probably like 20 in total at this place. And then I just saw 3 more people, a couple, a fair skinned couple, come around too with their daughter or something. I don't know if that's their daughter, but yeah. So, I ask God, like, sometimes when I'm out, like, you have to trust Him for protection, but we're also in a world where there's a lot of crime and stuff in some areas. So sometimes I ask Him, please God, like, send angels to protect, or in the spirit, or like around me. And all these people just like restored my faith. It restored my trust in people, because a little bit, because all of them just passed by my bag that's on that chair. I was about to run if someone took it. I'm just kidding. But all of them passed by my bag and they didn't take it. No one took it or tampered with it, thank God, because I kept turning around too while they passed. But you can't be too trusting of people still. God said, do not put your trust in man. And so before I get back into the word, let me just say, I think I told you guys I was more predominantly introverted, but I noticed that sometimes I like sparks of fun or spontaneity, and just like enjoy conversations or enjoy people sometimes. And then other times I can be very reserved and quiet into myself. And an ambivert is basically a mix of an introvert and an extrovert. And someone could say, oh, every person is like that, but I don't think that's really realistic. If we know ourselves, we'll know which one we more lean towards. But yes, there's introvert, extrovert, and ambivert. So, but God is not limited. I just think that's something I wanted to share. So, yes, you have grown through the concrete, and God's very proud of you. And things are going to get a lot better. So just keep the hope, keep the faith alive.